Here we go again. Let's get this thing started. This is the place where I get to say what I want, the way I want, and how I want. And I have no one here to right or to the left. Why? Because it's all on me. This Express Yourself Live. No, it's not pre-recorded. We are live, baby. Y'all can hear your 40 minutes. In the news, the Ukraine. You can hear me over this. We're going to get to Ukraine in about 60 seconds.
You don't never need help from nobody else. All you have to do, love, express yourself. Whatever you're doing, do it.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Nate Patterson, and it's a live show because as soon as you get ready to go, nothing works. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop myself in right there. Right? I was supposed to have some music there, but of course, this computer. Okay, here we go. I finally found my cursor. There you go. Better late than never, right? Good morning. It's 10:38 in the city, and this is Express Yourself Live. Finally. And I got some things to talk about. Actually, I got one thing I really want to talk about, and that's the Ukraine. The nerve of these people, right? Hey, don't forget tonight. Tonight's Monday at 8 p.m., streaming live from Solo Productions Online, we have Swingfield. Swingfield is a story of real people living real lives right here in the city of Springfield, Massachusetts. Tonight, we're going to go back. We're going to go back to the drama that got it all started. Friends in High Places begins tonight, and it has 4 episodes. Each episode is 30 minutes long. You won't be disappointed. It's been remastered. So if you saw Swingfield the first time around and you were in on this particular issue with Miss Victoria Rowe, she was slated to be appointed to the historical board in Springfield, Massachusetts. A couple of city councilmen had a problem with that. So they brought the shade and they brought the noise. So go ahead and watch it, see what happened. Starring Johnny Muhammad, brother Johnny Muhammad from Muhammad's Moss 13. You got Victoria Rowe. You got Daryl Moss. You got a lot of familiar faces. You got Bishop Talbot Swan up in there, man. Y'all go ahead and look at that, man, and support your boy. And it continues on Tuesday. We have the animated series Kemet New Inc. 1 second, let me show you.
Security forces have been alerted to your presence in Trigger.
Gomani Delta 3.
Good evening, Gomani. I am Mert, Artificial Intelligence Companion. I will assist you in your mission.
Okay.
The mission is to acquire the military weapon shipment. We are ready. System functional. Armor is at 80%.
That's Kemet New Inc. That's tonight at 8 p.m. on Solo Productions Online, stream live, all opposites. It's powerful. Voiced by myself and Wayne Bishop Wells. Kemet New Inc. I like that. I like that. I had fun making that. You know, I played GTA Online, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, I should make a movie. So I did. All right, enough of that. Let's get back to this. All right. In the news, you got the Ukraine. We all know that Putin has attacked the Ukrainians, invaded, whatever you want to call it. All right, he's bringing the smoke. Right. So the Ukrainians said, hey, Putin's coming. We got to get the F out of here. Now, mind you, they have guests in their country, students coming from different countries and whatnot, and in particular, African students. You know where I'm going with this, right? I mean, by now, you had to hear about it. Well, they said, hey, Putin's coming. We got to get the heck out of here. And they saw some African people trying to get on the buses and the trains and whatever vehicles they had going out of town. You know what I mean? And they said, hell no, you can't go. They put these people off the bus, right? They're showing discrimination, being racist at a time when they're about ready to get their asses handed to them by Putin, right? They're getting ready to get their asses handed to them by Putin. So they got time to be racist. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? You got to be kidding me. You got time to be racist when, you're getting ready to be destroyed? Well, anyways, let me stop messing around. Look, man, you know what I mean? The Ukrainian, I don't know what his title is. I'm just going to say official. The Ukrainian official was here on the Black News Channel, I think, last week, right? And he said that it's the Russians' fault that the people of Ukraine are being racist. Let that sink in. I'm going to sip my coffee while you try to figure that out. I guess he's using the Geico defense. Had the Russians just not attacked, we wouldn't be racist. You have got to be kidding me, right? You have got to be kidding me. But anyways, this fool sat there on the Black News Channel and actually said that. Do you understand that they must think that we're a bunch of idiots? Right? They must. I mean, come on. Here's the problem with white people and racism. You see, they don't face it every day like we do, so they don't have no clue how to identify it and how to react to it. I've just come to that plain conclusion. It has to be, right? The Russians made us do it. Are you kidding me? But anyways, he ran with that story, and there's more. There's more. Now, this was about 2 or 3 days ago. Another week of being totally racist against black and African students, right? Zelensky, the president of the Ukraine, he came and sat before Congress, and this fool invoked Martin Luther King, I have a dream. You can't make this shit up, man. You cannot make this up. Are you serious? Wow. So anyways, I had a problem with that. I do. And you know what else I have a problem with? I put this on Facebook, right? I said that Putin has shown he has more balls than any U.S. president in my lifetime. And people begin to hand me my ass. What are you people drinking? Huh? Putin's sitting up here going against the world, and everybody's scared to step up to him. What president in your lifetime had the balls to do that? Because he had 3 opportunities. This is the 3rd time Putin has done this. Putin's a G when it comes to this shit. Putin is ex-KGB. Are you serious? I mean, I'm so tired of Negroes, man. I'm so tired of Negroes always correcting me on stuff they have no business correcting me on. These people are being extremely racist, and you're telling me to be quiet. Why don't you go to Ukraine? I'll pay for it. Go on over there. But anyways, I'm making a joke, man. But I mean, seriously, man, y'all got to stop, man, because Ukrainians do not like you. Do you understand that in Ethiopia and two other parts of Africa, they are waging war worse than what Ukraine is going through, and you haven't heard a word about it? Unless you watch the Black News Channel. Other than that, you ain't going to hear about it. I get so tired, man, of you Negroes, man, always protecting these grown-ass adults. They're not kids. We're not in slavery no more where we have to protect these people. You need to call them out for what they're doing. Oh, The Ukrainians are they're being attacked. Oh, yeah, well, the people in Ethiopia are being beheaded and macheted to death. You ain't said jack about that. Why? Because you don't know. Because you don't want to know. You know what I mean? But anyways, also on the Black News Channel, man, let me tell you something. Put your thinking caps on, guys, and humor me this. 45 fought tooth and nail to stay in office. He even created an insurrection to stay in office. Now, I want you to think. Put your thinking caps on. You saw the first 4 years. What do you think would be the situation if 45 was in office right now? Joe Biden ruined that plan. 45 is supposed to be in the office right now helping Putin. He was supposed to clear the way. Nate, what the hell are you talking about? Well, had you paid attention, right, you would know that the first thing 45 did when he got in office is did nothing to stab critical offices that dealt with stuff like this. He never staffed those offices. The second thing he did was try to tear apart NATO, the only military force that's supposed to be stepping to Putin, but they ain't stepping because they're cowards. Right? This is NATO's area where they're supposed to be doing, telling Putin, hey, you got to sit down, dude. You understand what I'm saying? But Putin wanted to destroy NATO, tear it apart. He wanted to leave NATO. You understand? Think about the stuff that he was doing and saying around that time. He's supposed to be in office now. What do you think would be the deal if he was in office and Putin was doing this? What do you think would be? I'm telling you, man. That blew my mind because I had not heard that on any other channel other than the Black News Channel. And it makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. The man was in cahoots with Russia. I knew that from Jump Street. You know what I mean? Man, you guys got to think about some stuff before you tell Nate Patterson, don't talk about white people. White people don't like you. Okay? I have friends that I have grown up with, broke bread with, you know what I mean, did all kinds of things with, that got on Facebook and came at me because I came at a white person that came up the side of their mouth to me, and that's their friend. You have never seen that white person. Another thing, that white person is grown. They knew what they were doing and saying when they sat down to talk to me. They knew what they were getting into. You have to save them? We are so unorganized. I saw an interview with Chuck D and KRS-One that was done back in the 90s. And they were talking about, I guess that was when the black on black crime was at its peak, epitome, with the white people. And the white people questioning them, what do you, rap is bad for black people and all this, that, and the other. The nerve of those people. The nerve of those people. They're going to tell us what's good and what's bad. You know what? I watch Perry Mason. And you kids probably won't know what Perry Mason is, but that's a show that was out in the 50s, 58, 60s. You know what I mean? And I'm hooked on it, man, because I watched it when I was a kid, right? But I brought that up to say this. That show is 99.9% white. They'll have a black face on every now and then, maybe have a line or two. But the only thing that show is about is murder and greed. And that's the white race, murder and greed. And you have the nerve to chastise us? You people created the situation that we're in. You created it. And you tend to it now today. Your boy Joe Biden, instead of picking Stacey Abrams, he picked that witch that couldn't garner 6% of the black vote during her campaign, bowed out, said it's because of financial reasons. No, bitch, you couldn't get no votes. You and Cory Booker both. We said we didn't want you. But Joe Biden stuffed her down our fucking throat. You understand? And I don't really particularly appreciate that from Joe Biden, man. Because that's just another white man telling us what we need, telling us how to act, this, that, and the other. He don't put his foot in his mouth. If you vote for Trump, you're not black. Who the fuck are you to tell me if I'm black or not? Well, no matter who I vote for. See, I don't like those white people that try so hard to communicate feedback. Just be yourself. You understand? That's part of the problem. You're trying to do all this stuff to communicate with me. Just honor your fucking problems. I mean, promises. Joe Biden, I'm talking to. You know? You can't get jack through Congress. George Floyd bill, Voting Rights Act. You know what I mean? You made your promises, dude. Keep them up. I mean, keep your promise. Instead of giving us shit we don't want. We didn't want that woman that's sitting beside you. I hate Kamala Harris. I gotta tell you, I do not like that woman. And I don't care who says what. I don't like her. But that's all I wanted to say. What I've been, 16 minutes. Man, this is a short show. I didn't have too much to say other than that. Yeah, I'm Nate Patterson. And this is Express Yourself Live.